Hey guys, on website-installer.com, I updated the link name for the first tool I was walking you through, so now it's called Command Generation, and that's the one that you recognize that we were doing before. Now I want to do Page Generation, which, believe it or not, is slightly different. So let me put in my basic title, like Cook Without Dairy, say, and I'm going to put in a couple of keywords, non-dairy, vegan. I want titles to begin with, so I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but I think I'll go with like 50 words. It's got to kind of forecast out, so in order to get like 15 words, I kind of need to tell it, go as many as 50 maybe. Cook Without Dairy, the benefits, non-dairy cooking. Cook Without Dairy, vegan recipes for dairy-free cooking. Cook Without Dairy, the top non-dairy substitutes for dairy products. Wow, so far I can deal with that. Let's see what else we can get though. I'll probably get a few I don't like or a few repetitive. We'll clean up repetitive stuff later. Cook Without Dairy by itself, I'm not even going to bother right now. Vegan options for dairy-free cooking is kind of something I already have, I think. Vegan recipes. Oh, vegan options is different than vegan recipes. It's probably more of an explanation of things to consider. Health benefits of avoiding dairy. Okay, we didn't have that. And then recipes for dairy-free cooking. I kind of think we got that. And we got it better broken down this way. I think. Anyway, let me do one more. I'm just kind of curious. Maybe I'll do two more. Let's see. We get introduction to Cooking Without Dairy. I don't know if we had an introduction. So recipes for dairy-free cooking. We kind of got that. Yep, vegan anyway. Tips and tricks and the benefits. Okay, that's pretty cool, right? I'm going to proceed, leaving those things checked. Now, one thing I don't have in this page here is one thing that we updated in the other in the system, and that's we could paste the keywords once and hit a button to autofill everything down. So it's just kind of a nice thing. I got to do this the old-fashioned way: Control plus V as in Victor. Just pasting it all down, but no big deal. Engaging. All right, let's just try. I don't even know if I can do 3,500 words, but we'll see. And again, it doesn't mean it'll write that many. It'll write smartly for the way it's thinking in each case, but we can hit the processing button again, can't we? So that's cool. Now, in what we're doing in the main system, we can even take it further because our system now saves this whole breakdown here, this whole thing here. So if we come back later after we finished and we say, make me another one, we can load this whole thing again. And when we say, make me another one, we've got two options. One, it maintains the titles exactly the way they are, but it rewrites all the paragraphs internally. But the second option is to also rewrite the titles, reword them. Okay, so that they stay in the same vicinity. They still mean the same thing, but they're reworded and the paragraphs are rewritten. Both those options exist, and that's cool. That just gives a lot of opportunity, right? Yeah, so I'm waiting for this thing to finish. I did say 3,500, and I have quite a few sections, and I'm using the better engine. So it will take a little while as it thinks through it, but it's totally worth the extra time it takes, right? Because it produces good stuff. Cook Without Dairy, the benefits. Cook Without Dairy, vegan. Dairy top, non-dairy. Look how much content is here and how clean it is. This is nice, okay? Another thing we did in the main tool that you cannot do here is drag and drop. So you can sort these to get the order you want, the exact order. Now, in this case, it's not really that hard to deal with. I mean, here's what you do. You just proceed anyway. Now you got your page. And if you click anywhere in the page, you've got an editor, okay? So you can highlight something and make it like a heading 2 or a paragraph or whatever you want, right? But you can also cut and paste, right? So if I wanted to put this bit like introductory at the top, I'll just Control Exit, get rid of the extra spacing, and come up to the top and Control V it. And there you go. Okay. Ain't that cool? Now, this is my content, right? And I can Control A, Control C. I'm still inside the box, right? I'm just curious how it's going to output. Blank and paste. Yep, it outputs as text. Okay, whole thing is text. How cool is that? But the other way to do it is this. And I'll see if it works in here. It works for us. I'll see if it works in here. I clicked out so that I could hit the copy button. Now, if I hit the copy button, Control A, Control V to paste over it, you see it's got the HTML coding, okay? Except this should be a header 1, right? At the top of the page, always go with a header 1. And then if you're going to break down sections, do header 2s. Okay. Anyway, isn't this cool? Control H. As a matter of fact, all cases of H3. Okay. Yeah, like open caret H3. I'm going to make open caret H2. We'll get that fixed real soon. It's just putting the wrong number in there. That'll be fixed real soon. Anyway, there you go. So how is that? You've got everything in here. And you can paste it right to a web page. Any web page, right? So there you go. This is pretty cool, isn't it? The very fact that you can edit it and change it and then copy it. And it's how much content? We ought to put like a word counter in here, huh? I think we kind of meant to, but didn't. But it would be neat to know. So, look at this. Okay, 1,780 words. That's a wonderful page about the topic, right? Isn't that cool? There you go. So that's available so that you can play with it and get used to it and understand what the AI writer is doing. Because guess what? Like I said, we got our versions, and what are we going to be able to do next after we do this thing where we pull it up and produce another version each time? We're going to be able to say, give me 10 versions. We'll type 10 and hit go, and it'll create 10 pages that are unique and different and totally rewritten this way. We could say, give me 20 versions, give me 50, give me 100, okay? And that way we get them all. They're all different. Okay, and they can rewrite through the headers as well. So what does that mean? We can make them for every different city or every different website, every different subdomain. We can make a bunch of variations because they go in different places. So if it was like something city related, we can make a different version for each independent city. If it was something where we just had 20 websites and we say, give me a version of this page for each of those 20 websites, we can do 20 versions and have each one go to each different website. Okay, we're getting really, really close to that, which means that everything that we had the power to do with spun content earlier, we're right on the verge of doing with truly unique content now. And we're using our self-monitoring techniques on the websites to watch how humans behave to optimize for ROI. And we're tracking that to individual people. And right now we're getting a massively powerful hit rate for the people that we get. And so we're going to be able to do anything, pump those people into a newsletter, right? Have them call a phone number. You know, whatever it is, we can actually reach out and tag them and recommend to them things. How's that? And you could go somewhere like OfferVault or Commission Junction or ClickBank, and you can pull up something useful for pay-per-click or Hoplink or pay-per-call. And we can infuse that into your website project so that we can make all these different websites that backlink each other, grow together, take up the front pages of Google for all these keywords. And when anyone lands on any of these, the writing is awesome, and they are encouraged to call the number or join the email or watch the video and then proceed to wherever through the click here next button. Okay? And we track it all. The websites will rearrange things to make the conversions better. And yeah, you don't have to think. At the very, very most, you just walk in and check every once in a while, like once every couple of weeks, to see how good everything is converting for the fun of it, and think, okay, now that I'm staring at the statistics, can I think of ways to improve that? You know, and then we can make that happen inside the system real quick. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe we're this far. All right.